You are listening to me talking to myself. Welcome to the podcast where I share useful tools to create more space, more freedom, inner peace, connection, and life on purpose. Jealousy is the feeling of anger or bitterness which someone has when they wish that they could have the qualities or possessions that another person has. When someone else wins, gets what you want or has what you want, when you believe you can't have it or something equal or better. You believe that someone has something that you believe you can't have. They are in some way winning and you are losing. There is jealousy of those who are ahead of you, somebody who started before you and is ahead of you. For example, somebody has been practicing for many years and can do all the fancy poses. And there is jealousy of those who are at your level or even below. Somebody who just started practicing but can already do all the fancy poses that took you years of practice. With this mindset, there is only one price. That if somebody is ahead of the game and they're getting there faster, that somehow you're not getting the prize. That comes from a place of scarcity, a place of believing that there's a limited price, or that if someone gets it or gets there faster, that in some way they're better. What you are thinking about them, whether it's based on reality or not, is that they have it better than you. That they're winning and you are not. That they are happier because of what they have. If you had what they have as fast as they have it, you would be happier and your life would be better. So, how to handle the emotion of jealousy? Jealousy is a negative emotion. It's not useful and only drains and adds to self-doubt. Where it comes from is a place of insecurity and scarcity. It's the belief that you're not enough, not good enough. Those are all just thoughts. Our thoughts create our feelings. The reason we feel jealous is because we are having a thought. When you compare yourself to other people, you're using that comparison as a way to beat yourself up, and probably that's a pattern for you. You're looking for evidence to feel badly and to be a victim. What if there is plenty of time and opportunities for everybody to win? There is not just one cake and somebody takes your piece of cake. Everybody has his own cake with different flavor. And you are also the one baking the cake, your own cake, with the ingredients that you have and the flavor you add to it. And if you're really competitive, you can use that to your benefit by competing with yourself. When you're a competitive person and you compete with your own results and you want your results to be better than they were, that can be very exciting. Noticing when you're working towards something, do you think that when you get to a certain point that you are better than someone else? Does it work both ways? Do you think they are jealous of you? Why does somebody's winning have to create any kind of negative emotion? It is a choice. You can choose to look at someone else's success and see what's possible and find that belief within yourself of what might be possible for you. When you look at other people and they get somewhere so much faster than you, you can ask yourself, what would I need to do differently to get there faster than I did? So, being competitive with yourself. You can look to someone else for inspiration and ask yourself, can I do this work faster than I did it last year? Can I lift heavier? Can I hold longer? And put yourself up against yourself when it comes to what you're creating. And if we all do that, we increase desire and motivation and abundance in the world. You can think, I see that your success has made it possible for me to believe in my success. And I can use it as inspiration. I can use it to create desire and motivation within me. Every time you look at someone's success, notice what thoughts go through your mind. Are you coming from a place of insecurity and scarcity? And are you seeing that there is limited success in the world? Or do you think that success creates more success? That is the energy that can really bring us all together instead of bringing us apart. If we stay out of jealousy, we create desire and motivation and inspiration. When we get into it, we start pulling other people down. And if you think about the amount of energy that would go into thinking about other people's success and lack of yours, that energy could be used instead to create fortune for yourself, to create your own success, to create your own desire, your own inspiration. Sometimes we look at other people, we tell ourselves that we can't do something that they have done, that we do not have that opportunity. And although we may not be able to do exactly what they do, what is it that I can do? Where is my biggest opportunity right now, and how do I flow my energy into my opportunity? Instead of using it against myself, how can I think? Those people had many obstacles, and they overcame them and got to the level that they're at. What are my obstacles? What do I have to overcome, and how can I use their journey as an inspiration for my own? So when you look at that person you think is successful, what can you learn? What can you see? What do you have in common with them? How can you relate to them? When you write a book, when you record a podcast, you might be thinking, who needs another book, another podcast, another program on the same topic? This is not going to be successful anyway. If you think so, you're coming from a place of scarcity. And you might be thinking that every book, every podcast, every program on the subject had already been created, except it hasn't been created by you. Think from abundance. Everybody has something to say in a way that nobody else can possibly say or do. Because nobody is you, and someone, somewhere, might benefit from the way you say it. And there is enough room for all of us. And you will attract your people, who will understand your language and connect to your experience. It doesn't matter how fast somebody got there. We all have different destinations anyway. It doesn't mean that you won't compete with other people and that you won't collaborate with them. But it also doesn't mean that you can't win and they can win too. Just because someone else is winning doesn't mean you are losing. And in fact, what if we are all on the same team? What if we all are winning in our own way? Nobody can win your wins for you. Nobody can walk your walk. And nobody can live your journey. We are all headed to our own specific destination. And those of us who are showing up and working hard and supporting each other will all go there together. We all are going to have thoughts that are going to create jealousy for us. It is one of the emotions that we have as humans, and there is nothing wrong with that. Be curious, every emotion is a messenger, and every emotion is a choice. Our thoughts create our feelings, and our feelings drive our actions. When you're thinking about this person that is more successful, faster than you are, stronger than you are, smarter than you are, more beautiful than you are, and when you're thinking about them, you're thinking something probably negative that's causing you to feel jealous. It's a choice that you may not be making consciously, but it's a choice you're making that's making you to feel bad about yourself. Your feeling of jealousy is going to fuel your actions. What do you do when you feel jealous? Does it make you work harder and more creatively and more in your space, or does it cause you to feel defeated and make you want to give up and make you want to quit? Is jealousy, which is optional, a feeling that is serving you? The thoughts are going to come, they're going to appear, and your choice is whether you're going to entertain them and look for evidence and try and justify them or not. You can make a conscious decision that you want to focus on a different way of thinking, that you want to focus on your journey being you and you competing against the best in you and evolving into the person you are supposed to be. Everything you do is exactly right and on time. No one else is better than you. You can use them as inspiration to become more of who you are and show up in the way you want to show up. So, step 1. When you feel jealous, make sure you recognize it. Notice it before you react to it, before it affects you in any kind of negative action, reaction, or inaction way. Find the thought causing it and notice that underlying insecurity in yourself where the thought is coming from, and make a decision of whether you want to keep thinking that thought. Then you can decide what you want to believe instead. Believing that everything happens at the right time for you is a very useful thought to have. Make peace with what is. Everything happens for me, and everything is supposed to happen this way. If somebody is more successful than me in whatever way, how is it for me? Other people's lives are exactly the journey that they are meant to have. And my journey is this one. If I want what someone else has, I can create it. We live in an abundant universe. The only reason we don't get what we want is because we believe we can't have it. Use other people's success as an evidence of what is possible in the world. Use them as an inspiration, not as a way to feel bad about yourself. Step up to the next level of abundance in your thinking. If you sit around feeling jealous and feeling like a victim and complaining about other people and what they have and trying to find fault in them, you will diminish them in your mind, but you will also diminish yourself. So ignore the temptation to sit around and complain and hurt other people and attack other people, and start focusing on what you want to create, what potential you want to reach. Jealousy is pointing you in the direction of something you don't yet have that you want. Be thankful for that person for pointing that out to you. And then get to work and go get what is yours. Believing in abundance, believing that someone else's success only makes it more possible for you, not less possible for you, is the answer. Put the energy into getting and creating and contributing so you can be the one to look back and be jealous of your own accomplishments. Do not spend your time feeling bad about other people's success. Spend your time feeling good about your own. Thank you for being curious. If you enjoyed listening, rate, review, subscribe, share, and join the conversation. Do not miss out on yourself, your power, and what is possible for you.